Yo, what's up guys, and welcome to a special video I have for you. My name is Mr. Freeze2244, and this is the essential items you need to become a better assassin at Hitman 2. So I'm going to be showing you all in order of, I think, well, it's not going to be in an order of importance, but they're all equally as important as each other in certain situations. So the essential items, first of all, you'll need is the Calmer Tranquilizer, South African produced dart gun, and will sedate anyone that it hits. More importantly, anyone you sedate will not have their body found, affecting your Silent Assassin score. This is why it's so important to unlock. So let me show you an example here. This is in Paris. Just darted this guy. The two women didn't give a shit about this guy, which is fair enough. So I reloaded my weapon, shot the other bitch in the ass, and her body's being found. Now she's running away, panicking, and she's going to go and get a guard, and then the guard's going to come back and investigate. But as you can see, two unconscious bodies. Silent Assassin still retained in the bottom left corner with the green gun logos, and that will tell you that you have retained your Silent Assassin rating. So the Calmer Tranquilizer is a very useful item within Hitman 2, and I highly recommend you unlock this item as soon as possible. To do so, you need to complete 3 mission stories within Whittleston Creek. It's very, very, very not difficult. Yeah, I don't even know if that is English. But the next item I'm going to recommend is the Krügermeier, the 2-2. It's a whole low velocity small caliber pistol, originally designed for special forces, used to make little to no noise as possible, but it's ineffective at medium to long ranges. It has subsonic rounds and reduced damage, but it has an extra quiet suppressor. So this is the reason why you want to bring along this pistol around with you. Look, I'm about 1 yard away from this guy, and I'm shooting the pistol right behind him, and he can't hear the suppressed shots. Only when you get super close you can actually manage to hear, but look how close we are to the guard itself. Now if we use a different pistol, and I'll show you the different ranges, well, I didn't go for the maximum range, but I'll show you the difference between this one and the silver baller itself. So regular people would normally probably just go for the silver baller, but this is why the Krügermeier has such an advantage over the silver baller itself. Now the Krügermeier is not perfect. It's about a 4 to 5 shot kill over the silver baller's 2 shot kill, but the difference between the two of them is when you're using the pistol itself. So when you fire the silver ball into the air, look at the distance between us and the dude itself compared to where we were with the Krügermeier. And I'm pretty sure even if you shoot from this tree over here with the silver baller, you'd still be able to hear it, even though the silver baller is suppressed. So basically, if you're going to do anything within the mission that's going to involve shooting, if anybody is nearby, they are going to hear this shot. So it pretty much, well, it doesn't negate the whole point of the suppressor entirely. This still has the way better accuracy in the Krügermeier, way better range, and you know, but it's not enough for me to say it's the best pistol at all. I would always go for the Krügermeier. But look at the distance between where I am and the dude right now, which is incredible, really, considering that the silver baller is supposed to be like the iconic staple of the game, really, when it comes to 47's weapons. But I would always go for the Krügermeier, and to get that, you need to get Mastery level 20 in Bangkok. Next set of items I recommend is the briefcases. Now, any briefcase is going to do for any of these missions. I would always recommend bringing one along with you, purely because it acts as a free melee weapon you can bring along with you. Even if you don't even need the briefcase to store an extra item, I'd always recommend bringing a briefcase for a free melee weapon. Now the next item on the list is probably the most important item in the game, is the Lockpick. And says it can be used to open locked doors and gates. Now, like I said, for Hitman 2 in particular, this game does require a lot of doors to be opened with a key. So a lockpick is a very, very handy tool when it comes to Hitman 2. Obviously, I don't need to show you an example of how a lockpick works. You just pick the lock of a locked door and it will open. But for Hitman 2, there's a lot of locked doors in it, and especially in Santa Fortuna and Isle of Scale, it's a very powerful tool to have and bring along with you in the missions. So you can't be without a lockpick within Hitman 2, I don't think. Next up, we have the ICA Electrocution Phone, and this is a phone that phone with a ringtone that can be remotely activated. Anyone answering the call will be electrocuted. So this is a very powerful tool within Hitman 2. It's a unlock we had recently from the bank. So you complete 3 mission stories to get this in the bank, and you'll be able to unlock this weapon. Now, it's handy because it's not an illegal item to carry around, and I'll show you its effectiveness just in this clip right here. So you can literally place this in front of a target. The target idea of it is she'll pick it up, and you call the phone, Eventually she'll pick it up. And she will be electrified. But because it's an electrocution kill, it is indeed an accident kill. And therefore it's a very powerful tool within Hitman, because accident kills are very powerful and very strong way to take out targets, because obviously when the body is found, it won't negate your silent assassin score, so get that item immediately. Electronic key hacker is the one next. This can access the key card readers and bypass its lock, and can only be used on those kind of doors. So this item is specifically useful in places like Marrakesh and Hokkaido, and it's a very handy tool to get access throughout the doors throughout the Hokkaido. Next one, I don't need to explain what the coin does. Obviously it's a distraction device, and it's a very powerful tool, and you'll have that by default. So if you haven't got any distraction items in your inventory that you want to use instead, just bring along the coins. You get 3 of those anyway. Next items is again another powerful tool in your arsenal is all the poisons in the game. When it includes the syringes itself, which are the emetic ones and the lethal ones, and the lethal poison vials, the sedative pills, lethal poison pills. Any kind of poisons in the game you're going to want in your inventory. Now just go through all your mission stories and stuff like that, and go through all the mainly legacy ones as well. You can unlock all the poison vials. I think you can unlock about 3 different ones in Whittleton Creek as well. Mainly the lethal ones in Whittleton Creek. And the example of using lethal poison here, we all used it in Bangkok. We poisoned this dinner plate right here for Ken Morgan. He'll go and eat it, and he will die on the spot. And again, his body is immediately found, but you know, it doesn't negate your silent assassin score. Again, it's a very powerful item to have within Hitman, and I don't think any assassin playing this game should be without any of their poisons. Another example of this is in Paris. So if we go ahead and poison this drink here with the lethal poison vial, lethal poison pills work exactly the same way. So she'll take a drink right here, and then she will also die on the spot in front of everybody, and you'll still get your silent assassin rating. Beautiful kill right there, by the way. So this is another reason why you know, poison kills are just so effective. Next up, I'll show the emetic as well. So I'm using the emetic pills for this one because I don't actually have the vial, but again, it works the same way as the poison vial. This one, what it actually does, the emetic, is, if you didn't know, is if you poison someone's drink, rat poison works exactly the same way as well, by the way. But as soon as they take their drink, they will head to the nearest bin or toilet. Now, the whole idea of this is that you can either occupy a target or occupy a random NPC, get them out of the way. Or if you want to take out a target, you are going to head them off to the bathroom, and then obviously once they reach the toilet, you can go ahead and shove their head straight into the bowl. Just like this. Yeah. Terrible accident. For added effect, I'm just going to go ahead and turn on the tap and grab the pills that she drops on the floor as well. But yeah, that's the effectiveness of an emetic poison pill or poison vial. Works the same thing as syringes as well, except they work immediately, but you can't get caught when you use those things. Next up is the Sega 300 Ghost. You unlock this by completing the Choveo calibration, which is in Marrakesh, the nighttime Marrakesh mission, and it has subsonic rounds, it has a suppressor, it has the marksman perk, which you can slow down time with, and it has 4 times extended scope, and it's the strongest scope that we have in any of the sniper rifles in the game. It's not a perfect sniper rifle, but it does have all the advantages that you want as a sniper, and it's not completely silent, but it has about the same range as the Krugermeyer does. You can't get too close, of course, because this is about the range you can get, but any closer you get, and this guy will hear you. But when are you ever going to snipe someone this close to a person?
What was that?
But yeah, that's the effectiveness of the subsonic rounds when it comes to the sniper rifle, and that's exactly what you want from a sniper rifle, because any of the other suppressed ones aren't exactly the same, because they have a reduced sound radius. So for example, if you use the other Segas, they don't have the same suppressed sound range as the Sega 300 Ghost, and it's not as effective as another sniper, which I'm going to show you in a bit. So First of all, we start off with 6 rounds in the magazine and 18 spare. So overall we get 26 bullets there, 24 bullets I should say, sorry. And we're going to go ahead and snipe these 2 people. Say if we want to snipe them both all in one shot, it doesn't actually penetrate the body and hit the other person behind them as well. Which is a bit of, it's the only real downside to this sniper rifle really. The idle sway is very, very good. We have a 4 times a zoom, as we can say. And the recoil is pretty good. Not very good at describing things really. I'm more of a show and tell kind of person. But yeah, we do have a slowdown perk for this gun as well. So if you half pull the trigger, whether you're on Xbox or Xbox or PS4 like this, you can half squeeze the trigger and take out your target. You need to lead your shots a little bit because it's not hit scan. But I don't know what it is on PC to slow down time. I don't really know. But yeah, that's the Sega 300 Ghost. Now I know people are going to be asking about the Druzina Arctic sniper rifle you unlock in the Siberia mission at mastery level 20. And I'm going to show you the differences. So we start off with 25 rounds, 5 rounds in the magazine initially. We have a 3-time scope. The crosshairs actually glow. I don't know whether that can be annoying to some people. But we also have the slowdown perk. The idle sway, it seems to be pretty much exactly the same as the Ghost. But this way, we can actually shoot through 2 bodies at once. So it has a body penetrating a bullet, rather than the regular subsonic rounds. But it has the actual same effect of the subsonic rounds as the Ghost as well. Another downside to this weapon though is the animation for the briefcase. It may seem like it's more realistic, but trust me, if you're in a rush, you're trying to get out of a certain area and you have to go through that animation of putting the sniper rifle back in your briefcase or taking it out, that can become a little bit of a problem, as you can see here. But with the Sega 300 Ghost, you can immediately put it back in your briefcase straight away and you can be on your merry way. This sniper rifle also suffers from a problem of, I mean, it's just an audio glitch, but when you shoot it, it is completely silent. However, you do have a loud shot reverb in the background, presumably from the original Druzina sniper rifle that is taking place in the game, and they haven't gotten around to actually removing it for this particular sniper rifle itself. But overall, which one is the best? I'll leave that up to you. I'm probably going to be messing around with the Druzina a little bit more. But apart from that, that is pretty much it for the entire recommendations. If any of you have got any other better recommendations for me, let me know in the comments below. It'll be interesting to find out what you guys think about this. And yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Feel free to drop a like on the video and subscribe if you are brand new to the channel. And hit the bell notification to be notified of all future videos and live streams. And consider supporting me on Patreon or even becoming a member of the channel by clicking the join button below or the link in the description. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Cheers.